Because like I've always wanted to learn how to play like the random instruments like that, like harmonicas and stuff like that. The spoons. Just...
Actually, at one
But
point,
that looks really weird. My brother picked up the harmonica randomly, but I could never figure it out.
I don't have it in reach, but I got a washboard in the live room.
Oh my god!
Because right now, my band doesn't have a drummer, so our keyboard player is taking the role as a percussionist. So he's got a kick drum, he's got some shakers, and he's got a washboard and another mouth harp we don't share.
We don't share. No,
that'd be some odd. That's like, I mean, we share microphones around here, so. JJ got my hand-me-down.
Yeah.
You put the microphone in your mouth?
This one's too big for that. I don't think I can do that. I'm not going to do it on camera either. That would end up as like a GIF forever.
The only thing...
Just everybody repeating it, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever used technically as an instrument is my face. Steven remembers that.
Oh god, no.
I did not think that was going that way, but no.
I believe the video's called Slap Happy.
Yeah, I called it Slap Happy because I'm clever like that.
Are you sure? Steven's like, I can get you off the stream.
I could. He's like, wait, what?
Wait, what now?
Anyway.
Yeah.
So as far as like live shows, how many live shows have you done? Do you know, like, offhand?
Not as much as I'd like. I have a pretty steady I can do it every other Saturday, farmer's market, just a little bit out of town, a place called Mexico Beach.
Yeah.
It's a pretty small market. It hasn't been going for too long, and I got the lady early, and so I have the first pick of I want to play this Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I just played in bars.
Bars.
You get them to email me back.
Bars.
I've emailed so many of the because we got so many being in
oh
Panama
god,
City,
yeah.
no. There's so many, but there's like 3 promoters who have a monopoly on it.
That's ridiculous.
Move
up here.
I have one, but the lady insists that I go in and talk to her during the day, and I feel weird about going to a biker bar at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. I want to see what's in there.
I don't want to see what down the biker
ball. Just come on inside. No, it's you and me. Stop.
Not in the light.
Some of the rates that they pay, like I understand why they're so picky because like some of those bars paying $1 to $2 grand to the band per night.
That's insane. I think the most I made was like $20.
Gosh, $2 grand. I mean, I kill to have that kind of money.
My band's rate, or that we tell people when we're trying to book, and that this one that wants me to come in has agreed to, is about $250 a night.
That's reasonable at least.
Yeah.
And for starting out, yeah, it's nice for us to finally make money playing because we make tips. That's nice, but that's not always a given.
So,
with that being said, have you done any like bigger venues or whatever, or you just do like the farmers market?
So the one I was talking about earlier, the public eyesore, is generally draws in a pretty big crowd. So I played that last year. with some guys my dad knows who were absolutely phenomenal musicians and really carried the entire performance. So pressure's on this year because we're, it's a new band, just kind of starting out. This would be our first actual big performance, unless you count me and my percussionist playing the Possum Festival. It was about 500 people.
That's a big festival, yeah. I think I've only been to one of those.
That's the first time I've ever heard of one.
Be mean.
Yeah, no. It's like 90% our family. But I mean, it's still a lot of people, even if it's all family.
And most of them don't have a clue who I am because there's so many of them.
Yeah, it's like all extended families.
That's your third cousin twice removed.
Jimmy.
I went to our reunion last year, and I was like, I don't know any of these people.
And then they walk up to you.
Because we're all supposedly related to, from the Tolbert Pettis.
Yeah.
Because he had so many kids because he lost his leg.
You gotta have something to do, I
guess. He clearly found something to do. Like 2 kids before he lost his leg, and then 22 afterwards.
Oh my god!
It's my leg, honey. You know what to do.
There's a grave in Mariana that is just his leg. It says on the tombstone, "Here lies Tolbert Pettis."
I don't know that I've ever seen that. I'll have to have my dad take a picture next time he goes.
It's like a graveyard outside a church. They did the amputation in the church and then buried his leg out in the graveyard.
I'm like, yeah, my brother was born in that city. Oh god.
I guess I'll be the only person considered that they would have their own grave for their own leg, I guess.
I'm probably not the only one, but I'd say that's the weirdest story I've heard about that.
That's pretty weird.
That story is weird anyway.
Here lies Jimmy and Jimmy Jr. right next to him.
You got
that part of the family is pretty weird too. So.
You got all these people that just left and just branched out into different places because they were mad at each other, and there's a whole thing.
Cute.
Anytime I go somewhere and I tell them my name, they ask me if I'm related to the Southport Pettises. I honestly just look at them and I just have no clue.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never heard that person's name before. There are so many of us, probably so.
Talking about music, though, I was when I was in high school down there when we came back for that year or whatever. I had this kid in a band with me, and we go to his house, and before we left, his mom was talking to my dad, and they're just going on, and she's like, "Oh, I recognize your last name. My husband's a Pettis," so far back. And I was like, wait, what? They get to talking, and we're distant cousins from this kid I just randomly met on the internet to play guitar for us. What in the world?
What are the odds of that?
How does that happen?
Welcome to the South.
And we get there, and their house is humongous. I was like, where is all this money?
Where's all this money?
And why do I not have any of it?
Well, no.
I feel like we got gypped.
See, Stephen laughed. It's kind of sucks.
Actually, no, we don't live in a town that's entire existence is based around a possum. So maybe we're a little bit better off than some of them.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's no statue as the nod to the possum in our town.
Welcome to Possum Fest.
We got away from that. We got away from that. Our families just left.
Yeah. So no, we ain't gonna do this.
Our grandpa just decided he wanted no more of that.
He was like, "No, I'm good."
We live in a town with a possum as a statue. Nah, we getting out of here.
From what I've heard, our grandpa was just a crazy person too. So I mean, he was like,
"I'm crazy, but not that crazy."
Yeah. I mean, I have some crazy stories, but I mean, I've heard worse from our family.
Most of my crazy stories come from my mom's side of the family.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not that the Pettises aren't crazy. It's just that side of the family just somehow manages to out crazy them every step of the way.
I feel that with my family too. My mom's family is kind of weird too. I mean, you've met some of them.
Yeah.
Oh God. And our grandma is probably on that list too.
Yeah, but in like a very opposite way.
Yeah, there's a different level of crazy there.
I recently returned to Gospel Lighthouse Church, where
where she goes,
and know about what I went to college for and stuff, and they've been having a lot of issues with their sound system, and she is like kind of the one who kind of took a bunch of that stuff over, so I'm having to work with her a lot.
I could see that.
To get the sound system, and
you could just spend a lot of time with her. Look at you. I do not envy you at all. You can have her. I'm kidding. I love our grandma, but sometimes.
There it is.
Sometimes she has her moment.
Yeah. Sometimes she'll come up here and she's taking her meds and she's fine. And then sometimes she's like screaming at she's just screaming at me about something random that I don't even know what she's talking about. It's really a either or, but my other grandma's the same way, so it's fine.
It's a flip of the coin.
Yeah. My other grandma, I got a hold of her the other day. She's like, I'm having blood pressure problems. Come to my house, because I was meeting her for something. And we get there, and she's just standing there in the doorway. She's just like, I was like, what are you doing?
My house. I got blood pressure problems.
Don't come up in here.
We're gonna stand very creepily in the doorway.
Last time your dad came down, we met up with him for.
I was waiting for you to notice.
Oh, it's backwards. JJ said we could make a grave for your missing testicle. Do you know about that, Caleb?
I think he shook his head no, just slightly.
So when I was like 17, I decided I was gonna throw a fully loaded washing machine over my head onto the porch. And I felt something pop, and I thought it was my back because of where the sound came from, but it was not my back. Exactly.
That was my testicle.
You can laugh. It's funny.
What would the gravestone be? Would it be like this tiny? This tiny?
We don't put that one outside the church.
No.
There's just a random couple walking through the cemetery. They're like, yes. What is that? Here lies my testicle.
I think it's funny that JJ just quietly texted me that instead.
He's just over there the whole time, just like, I know what I must do.
I was like, I gotta say this out loud. There's no reason I should keep that to myself.
I mean, we're here, so
Yeah, that's not like a private thing. Only a few people would know about.
Everybody that's watched these streams knows by now.
Yeah,
so.
At this point, everybody knows. My nickname for the longest time in high school was Half Sack.
So if you guys want, donate to our Patreon to afford Steven's tombstone.
Yourself now.
Wait. You got to phrase that different.
No, I'm just gonna leave it how it sounds.
So if you go to the GoFundMe link below, you can send it some money.
This is what our live streams are like. Oh God.
But yeah, don't forget to link in the bio. Just send us that money for that tombstone. How much would that be? That's gonna be like this big. Just $1.
Just like
it's $20 just for.
I'll carve it with my little like Dremel thing.
It just makes you think. Like, there's been weirder tombstones out there that people have had to hand carve.
Yeah.
I could imagine the person that did that. Yeah, I can imagine the person doing that. That would be a first, I'm sure.
They're just like, why am I doing this for $20?
The things I do for money.
Stone carver. I need a gravestone. Oh, who died?
Oh,
My
God.
left.
I have to honor.
He fought so hard for that washing machine.
Bet you didn't think you were gonna hear that today.
My nut sacrificed himself so my back would not be thrown.
I'm sure you had no expectations.
I mean,
no.
no.
One of my old band members, he just always said absolutely wild things. So I'm a little bit desensitized to it.
Well,
Actually,
I mean,
in some of our old recordings, I actually just have where I had the mics unmuted and recording, and he would just ramble on for like 30 minutes.
That's
the
me.
most unhinged thing you have ever heard in your life.
And
I mean, that's us in a nutshell. Wait, which guy? This guy?
You. We both do it.
Yes, we do. We do it together.
And then JJ's quietly judging us in the corner.
No, he's just planning maniacally, just over there, like, yes, I shall just appear behind them.
What's bad is we're the tame ones.
Yeah. Tame? Poor tame.
There's a member.
I hate to see untamed.
There's a member of this group that wasn't invited to this podcast
for very, very good reason.
Because your reputation does not need that.
No.
This hat is not helping me out. Like, my face looks like it has grandpa
the
wrinkles.
Last year was my first gig, and my bass player almost got thrown out.
Oh my God. That's
just straight up the boot.
So they had living statues for part of the event. So everybody got there, and they're like, "What is this thing?" Because it's an art festival. What are you expecting?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're a country band performing at an art festival. We had to, something was going to happen.
That's already an odd combination.
And so he's walking around, and he looks at one of the living statues, and he looks her dead in the eye, and he goes, "You in whiteface? Racist, I'm offended."
Oh my
then
God.
for the rest of the night, security followed him so closely. And he kept coming up to us, and he's like, "If they want to tell me to get out, they can tell me to get out. You need to stop following me."
It's on his neck, right? Just like, what are you doing?
I said, you can play bass, right? You can just take it over.
The bass and sing lead.
I figured
he's gonna be a one-man band. One-man band.
I figured with your dad's bass skills, you might have picked up something.
Can play 1-2 on bass. I can do like
1-2,
which for country works for most.
Yeah,
of that.
I was gonna say that's pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
Unless it's the slow stuff.
Sometimes if I'm like really going after it, I can start off with Schism.
That's a difficult song to do anyways.
I learned it specifically for banjo.
That's gotta sound odd. Because thinking about it, I'm like, what? But I also always look high, so you can't really tell what I'm thinking.
Strings work, right? So I went through like this phase. Like with my old band, it was called the Stable Hands. We released one song. It was kind of a mess.
Really leaning into that cowboy thing, aren't you?
It's actually my dad. First time he played Red Dead 2. I was like halfway. I was at the mission where you have to go steal the horses from Braithwaite Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So he decided he wanted to try to play it. So he walks up, and you have to go talk to the stable hand guy. And everybody had that first experience when you first tried to talk to somebody in that game.
You quit drawing.
Immediately pull out your gun and shoot him in the face.
Quick
So
draw.
for the longest time, he called playing Red Dead shooting stable hands.
Oh my god.
And so one day we were joking about it, and we just kind of decided, just call ourselves the Stable Hands, so as a reference to that.
You know, it's funny. That fits in with the pet farms thing, so I'm all for it.
Farms and the Stable Hands right again.
Oh god, that sounds like a weird band. It sounds like we're gonna do covers of like banjo covers and stuff.
I think it's
down
funny.
to Georgia.
And every game I play,
What's funny though is me and Isaac do Red Dead impressions all the time. So when you said Red
Really?
Dead,
No.
I immediately was like, "Oh God."
Jose, can
I
you
know
see
y'all are
me?
gamers, but I am not a gamer. The only two games that I really like, that style of games I played, have been Red Dead 2 and Hogwarts Legacy.
Red Dead 2 is like one of my favorite video games.
That's a weird like mashup. It's like I like Red
I've
Dead
had that
Redemption and
game
Hogwarts.
At Hogwarts.
I turned 18, and I'm 21 now, and we have just consistently played through it.
I've played through Red Dead like 6 times, so I get it.
Yeah.
Only the first time. My cousin, I was very not on that side, on my mom's side.
Yeah, the other side.
He came over, and he played the game right before I played the last mission. He did not know about honor systems. Did not know about anything.
It's not Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So I ended up being the low honor ending, helping John.
That's the
that's
the bad one.
That's the worst one.
I've been told what was supposed to happen. I went onto the mountain expecting that high honor ending, and then Micah shot me through the head, and I literally, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
You're just like,
out of my
what?
No!
The other one's so peaceful, and then that one's just like, poof. And you're done.
Man, that's pretty much. Micah, shut up! Freaking gets his head blown off.
We've only ever got the high honor ending, only helping John. We've thought a few times, like early on, maybe we'll go back for the money, and then we get to that moment, and she's like, "We're not leaving you, John.
No,
I'll see you through."
I'm not leaving you, John.
I played Red Dead 1. I'm not leaving you behind.
Freaking
played Red Dead 1 afterwards.
Which I mean,
it's such
it's
a
the
weird
better way to play it, honestly.
Yeah,
that's a weird transition though. Like you're going
chronologically now.
It does. It's kind of weird going from like a modern game to like.
We played it afterwards, so we didn't know about everything. We never had that bonding with John or anything. We jumped on. We were just really sad. Arthur go.
That game is
epilogue
horrible.
felt weird.
Yeah.
That's how Red Dead goes.
Epilogue, and you're like, oh, okay.
It's like the first game now.
Except
much.
really pretty.
Yeah.
I've been playing it on PC, and it looks amazing. It looks so good on PC.
I think it's weird, like going from like.
Don't kill us for being console players.
Yeah.
I have an Xbox. I just don't use it.
I do.
Heal it.
Yeah, JJ.
I also. Well, I also don't. I don't use it. I'm not over there. What am I talking about? Yes.
I also have a PS5 right here.
Mine's like right next to me.
We're still on the PS4 now.
I got one of those too.
He says that with such pain. It's like we're still on the PS4.
We also have a PS3, but we don't use it.
I got one of those. I got all the way back to the 2.
Wow.
You have a 2?
I'm all the way back to the 1.
I don't have a PlayStation 1. That's the only one I'm missing.
It's just tucked away.
But I have 2 through 5, so I have most of them. I also have a GameCube and
wow,
a Wii. Oh, you got
Also
an
have
old
GameCube.
school. That's probably almost as old as you are.
Hold on.
do you? Have
You ain't no. You don't even know. No, I don't have a color yet. But hold on. If I can just dig through here.
That one's older than you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had
Turns
one of
on and
those,
everything.
probably before you were
Weird
born.
thing is, I got this from Amazon. That's the weirdest thing. So
I had one of those in the 90s.
So back in the 90s, no, I'm just kidding.
Back before your time.
Yeah, I have a GameCube in the.
As old, not as big as Flex, but I have a original DS.
I used to have an original DS.
The only game I have with
it.
is Drake and Josh and Shrek.
Oh my god. I had a DS, but I snapped it, or my brother snapped it, like over his knee, like just.
Freaking my phone.
I had DSi for a while, but the hinges broke. I didn't snap them.
I'll be honest. He's broken a lot of my stuff over the years. So I just never. I just like every time I think about it, I'm like.
I technically also have an Atari, but it's like from Cracker Barrel, and it's like a miniature, like one of those mini ones. No, literally, like it's a TV set. Little tiny.
Just playing it little.
I mean, it's got a little joystick too.
I just try to agree with everybody at the moment, you know. Talk to him in a week or so, and just be on his side. Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Oh God.
Well.
Yeah, no, he's a crackhead now, so that's fine.
I haven't talked to him.
You just
in quite a few years.
I mean, we haven't talked in a while either.
Real quick, if
I talked to him, he had come down. He was staying with Granny, and went over there, and then me and him sat on the porch. He just told me a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a bit much.
Not long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in traffic the other day. I was going to Walmart, and he was like running across the street. I was like, "Don't let him see me."
Just keep your head down. Just
sees you full throttle.
Honey, the light's green. Okay, you're not looking at the road.
My car's got a turbo in it, so I was gone.
Freaking full send. Oh,
when you
real
see
quick, if I just
handling on the side of the road, don't make eye contact.
No.
Nope. Just straight up hit him. I mean, drive past.
What's funny is I should send you this picture I took of him, or I guess my wife did.
Real quick, if I suddenly disappear, my phone's about to die, so don't freak out. Just like
he's gonna blip out of existence.
Yeah.
It's probably about time to start closing out anyway.
Well, if I suddenly die, it has been fun. It's been great, everybody.
I don't know how long we've been going though.
I have no idea.
4:12.
Jesus.
So this is the part when we go to the news. The weather is pretty freaking
an hour.
Oh, this is the longest episode we've ever had. An hour and a half.
That's good.
Honored to have been a part of it.
Well, I say that. I think we recorded 2 in a row one time, and I split them in half.
So yeah, the editor's gonna have real fun. Editor's gonna have real fun with that. It's like, dang it.
Well, he doesn't edit these. I just throw them up.
Just whoop.
Actually, I'll be honest. I don't know if it's a man or a woman or whatever politically correct thing I should say.
Yes. It, them, they,
them.
I'm sorry if you're watching this, editor.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know. They do pop in on the Twitch stream sometimes.
They're just like, I will never edit for you again.
Well, I forgot to send a video to them, so.
Well, we'll get that covered.
We'll go ahead and do that today. But
it's bad. Okay, go ahead.
What were you saying?
Oh, it's just bad that the audio is better through the little SD card I put into the phone than the wired.
Is anybody talking?
Bad.
Do what?
Is anybody talking?
I don't know if he actually can't hear us or. What is?
Oh, can he not hear us?
I don't know.
Caleb, you good, bro? Caleb? Oh God, we lost Caleb, and we have technical difficulties on Caleb's end.
Can you not?
Yeah, I can't.
Maybe his headphones died.
Well,
he's just staring at the camera.
It's just, I see you.
Hello?
Hey.
Everybody working?
You can hear us,
we
right,
got him.
Isaac?
We got him back. Yeah, I can hear him.
I mean, I can hear